Coming up on this week's episode.
But my grandparents survived. So I think this is not just a luck, but this is like the purpose that God has for him. And he knows the purpose and he called him to be the person that he's doing right now.
Hello and welcome to the Transformation Podcast with Metamorphic. My name is Jordan and I'll be your host as we interview team members and special guests to be inspired and empowered to bring transformation wherever we are. You can head to our website metamorphic.global for more resources and opportunities to bring transformation around the world. Welcome to the Metamorphic Zone, where we laugh at the impossible and then do it. Hello and welcome to the Transformation Podcast. Today we have a special guest, one of our team members. We have Neardey with us from Cambodia. Can you just tell me what you're doing with Metamorphic and how you got connected?
Hello, everybody. So my name is Neardey, and I've been working with Metamorphic since 2015. When I first start with Metamorphic as an intern, but how I get involved with Metamorphic is like generation and generation. My grandfather is one of the church planters, and 6 years ago, my auntie, also my uncle used to be a team with Metamorphic as well. And me during that time when I was come to the city to continue my university, I was leave with my uncle. And so I have a free time in the afternoon. So I just volunteer with the Metamorphic. But since then, I'm here still with Metamorphic.
So you went from volunteering and now how many years later is this that you're still here?
8 years already.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
A long time from volunteering to now. So tell me, what are you responsible for at Metamorphic?
So I am working for Metamorphic here in Cambodia. I am a Cambodia project manager. So I'm look after the project and the program here in Cambodia.
How many programs do you run, say a year?
We run one program a year, which is the church planting program. And I've been involved with church planting programs since 2016. So yeah, it's like 7 and 8 program already.
And that's around 20 to 30 church planters each time. Is that right?
Yes. We was every program we was 25 to 30 church planters.
You've met a lot of different church planters then.
Yeah, it is, and a lot of progress. And through the journey, I can see like the people that been through the first day of the program until the end of the program, and we still have the connection with them. I can see the transformation through this journey as well. Like there's a lot of good story and transformation through the training that they bring back to their community and even their church.
Yeah, it must be so incredible to see. And I hope that we get to hear a story about that later as well. But for now, I have a question for you because I did some research and I know Cambodia isn't really a Christian country. We can put it that way. There's not so many Christians in Cambodia. So how did you end up following Jesus? What's the story behind that?
Yeah, in Cambodia, there's like less than 3% of the population, which is Christian. I was born in a Christian family. The first person that become a Christian in the family is my uncle. He came to the city, work as a teacher, and he got he got to hear the good news and become a Christian. And then he bring that gospel to my grandfather back into 1992. And then during that time, my grandfather is a teacher as well. After he became a Christian, he was stopped being a teacher. He was just sacrifice his career and then start going to Bible school and then start church in my hometown, which is like an hours away from the city. And yeah, so that's a generation. Yeah, that's the generation of like how I become a Christian and born in a Christian family.
So it's your uncle, then your grandfather, and then that came down generation to generation.
It is a bit reverse. Normally it should be maybe a grandfather, an uncle, and then me. But I think that this is really significant and really like I want to share that this is really a purpose because God has a purpose for you. Like you were born for purpose and significant because like back in 1975. It's during the Khmer Rouge, which is people in Cambodia, more like around 3 million people have killed during that time. But my grandfather, he was a teacher. And as a teacher, being a teacher during that time, it's really have a high risk to get killed because most of the people that they kill is are the people that have the education, have the like teacher or someone that have a high education. And but my grandparents survived. So I think this is not just a luck, but this is like the purpose that God have for him, and he know the purpose, and he called him to be the person that he doing right now, which is someone that bring the transformation and bring the soul to the kingdom of God.
At Metamorphic, we're all about transformation. So you shared some significant points. What about with Metamorphic? What about during your time with Metamorphic? Is there something that you could say has changed the most in you or transformed the most?
Yeah, because in like my 20s right now and finish my university and surrounded by friends who work in a commercial company or they have a business, or sometimes it's a bit pressure when they come and ask you like what do you do, and then like why you still keep doing this for a long time already since you in university. But clearly when you understand that this is not job, but this is what God called you, and you stand up for yourself and you know that you're significant and you just decide what God called you to do, it is like really a transformation to me. Like being here, like I understand that this is not a job and this is what God calling you, and see how people work in their community, but that we partner with the church center and see what they do. It was something that encouraged me that not just me helping them, but them helping the community. And that community is my community as well, like in Cambodia. But also I get a chance to go training in Nepal as well, which is like we bring the transformation not just in my own country, but also like all around the world. So this is really a big transformation for me that I am a part of. What I'm doing right now is bring the transformation to the globe.
Now it's incredible to see the impact, and like you said, is when we're part of something with other people, it's not just those other people doing it. Actually, we get to be part of that, and we get to be part of the fruit and the transformation that's going on in all these different communities. We mentioned this earlier, but could you just share a story of transformation from one of the church planters, someone who's been through the program?
Yeah. So I would share a story of one of the church planter from 2021. His name is Samneung. And before he came to the program, he never planned church before. He just like going to church, his main mother church. But when he came to the church, he had planned 2 churches. And also what he thought before he came to the training, he thought like church is something about what happened on Sunday, what happened in church, in building. But what he have been transformed is he start to think of the community and help the community, and he used what he have, his ability, his like his gift. So he start teaching children in the community, like after school class or something like that, and English as well. So what I mean in here is like you don't have to do a big thing, but just start from small thing that bring something advantageous to the community is already a transform, and already that's something that you involve in community. So even big or small thing, even if you want to help people with agriculture or help people how to plant or raise animal, don't think that you have to start with a big group of people. Just start from one family in your community, and you see that transform that family transform. You already success. So just use what you have, your gift, and what your ability to do that can bring the transformation to the community.
Yeah, what effect did that have on the community when he started doing these English lessons? What effect did it have on those around him?
Yeah, kids get to study English, and like not just they get to study English, but they get to learn and heard about gospel and learn about Bible verses through the class as well. So some of the kids come to Sunday school or something like that. So so this is how he reached out to the community by teaching English and teaching after class, like the for the kid in the community.
I love that. What you're just saying as well. I think sometimes we don't realize actually that what we know or what we have can really benefit other people, and we can use it to serve them without realizing the significance behind that. So if you were to give one thing for the listeners to take away today, what would you tell them?
Remember that you're born with purpose, and you're significant, and God has the purpose on you. And don't think that you cannot do anything to empower or to benefit the community. Even start, like just I said earlier, start with small things that you can involve with the community. Even volunteering or doing something that can help the community, it's already a success for you, and this is the first step that we can go move forward. So if you can start from small things, so big thing is it's not it will possible for you as well. Yeah, you're born with significance, and you're born with purpose. God has purpose for you.
Brilliant. Neardey, thank you so much. I look forward to the next time that we have you on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Transformation Podcast with Metamorphic. Make sure to head to our website, metamorphic.global, where you'll find resources to empower you, as well as opportunities through partnership to bring transformation to the world. Follow us on social media. All the links will be down below in the show notes. Thank you for listening.